Brand new video, different kind. Honestly, I wasn't even gonna make a video about this whatsoever. I was just watching the Arrow, and I was like to season four. I already finished the show, like a long time ago, but I was just watching certain episodes. Getting back to certain show, little scenes here and there. But I've seen something that honestly annoyed me, that really pissed me off, and it was by like that scene in season four, episode six, where Ray. We all thought that Ray was dead, but he actually survived, and he's very very. Oh, the whole quality just went down. He's very very tiny, and he was trying to connect to Felicity for she could bring him back to normal and stuff like that, but Felicity straight up had a conversation with Oliver and saying that how like her spending time with him was preventing her to end up saving Ray, and all she was thinking about was saving Ray. Like she literally put Oliver to the side, knowingly that they are a couple. So that honestly pissed me off because a relationship like that shouldn't even trigger your mind to end up doing that particular thing. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and react like maybe two or three videos on Felicity either being annoying or awful and see how I really feel about it. Because I honestly love Felicity. Felicity is honestly one of my favorite characters in the show, but there are certain ways where she does piss me off. But let's get into this. And let's see if you guys will agree to it too.
In front of the people that we love, to have the people who love us present and make a commitment to one another.
Yeah, and the commitment part is great. I'm so down for the commitment part. Super on it with that, but not the legal part.
I'm still not understanding.
Just forget about it.
No, Felicity.
Oliver, I don't want to marry you.
I remember this. It was a crossover. I think it was elsewhere. No, I forgot what they get married. Has been season four. I forgot what crossover was it. But anyway, this scene right here, out of all of the crap that she has been through with Oliver alone, showing way too many signs that she wants to be with Oliver, but saying that she don't want to marry him, make up your mind. But she end up doing that anyway. It's like, what is it? You want to marry the guy or you don't? You want to be with the guy or you don't? I'm confused.
Right.
All right. That I broke a genius madman out of prison who's apparently working with the psychopath version of Laurel. Am I okay? That I didn't see what was right in front of my face and now Elena might die. What the hell do you think? Sorry. It's not you I'm mad at.
I know that. But right now, we need you.
This was a bad idea.
We didn't have it.
I mean, the same thing that she tells Oliver and everybody else, she can't put her own anger to somebody that's trying to help you. And that goes for like everyone in general. Like, if you're mad, you do not put your anger on someone else that's trying to help you. You don't do that because that creates a problem for that other person how they feel about you because you said something to them for absolutely no reason.
A choice. Listen, I'm not a super fan of Agent Watson, but we got her in trouble.
We didn't make her do anything. We've been sitting and waiting for the law to catch Davis for months. I'm tired of waiting.
I get that, but
Isn't this kind of what we've been doing the whole time? Stepping in when the system fails. Isn't that sort of the vigilante MO? Sometimes you have to cross the line for that.
listen, nobody believes in that more than me. I'm just not sure that's what this is.
Well, that's loud.
I cannot hear another lie.
It's more complicated than that.
God, Oliver, you're the only person on this planet who considers the truth complicated. Just to be clear, I don't care that you have a child. I can't believe that you have a child that you didn't.
I remember this scene. This whole oh my god. Okay, for this alone, this created a hole onto their relationship. It was a big, huge hole that she honestly created for zero reasons. Bro, I fu- uh, the girl that Oliver was with, they have a kid together. The girl literally told, I forgot her name, but the girl literally told him not to tell nobody, including your partner, Felicity Smoke. But the fact that it's not about trust or anything like that, it's loyalty for the other partner, the person you have a kid with. That the person told Oliver not to say anything, and he chose to, do that, to have respect. She has a whole fit about that. That pissed me off.
Tell me about. I care that you lied to me just now.
You know that my whole world just exploded? And I think that I'm entitled to a minute to process that by myself.
Somehow managed. A month. I allowed myself to fantasize, to dream that maybe, just maybe, Merlin was wrong. That you were alive, and that you would come back, and that when you did, you would be different. That almost dying would give you a new perspective on life, that you would just do things differently.
Things between us, you mean?
You're sending William away, and I understand why. You know that I do, but once again, you have left me out of the decision.
Felicity? Oh my God.
Wait, just 1 second.
Wait. Oh, so now you want to marry him, right? As Barry and Iris were about to. Thank you. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what. My bad. You can't read Barry's name because I have my thing here. Look, I'll move it. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I said. I'm sorry, but if Barry and Iris were not about to get married, she would have never thought to end up marrying Oliver at all. Sorry, I had my own hair on my Chromebook. Anyway,
If you guys don't mind, or I mean, if you don't mind, really, if you don't mind, but would you marry us too? Will you marry me?
I thought you didn't believe in marriage.
No, but I believe in you, and I believe that no matter what life throws at us, our love can conquer it, married or unmarried. I love you. My greatest fear. My greatest fear in life is losing you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
okay, okay. It's like I said, I love Felicity, but one of my favorite characters, but she just pisses me off here and there. She does. What is this? Why some Arrow viewers hate her? Uh, should we get into it? Screw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be one controversial topic that I'm going to be discussing here, and each and every one of you will probably like part of what I have to say and hate the other part. Just take it easy. As indicated by the title, this is going to be another Arrow Season 6 video, or more or less a Felicity Smoke throughout the past season's video and the upcoming season. The only difference between this video and my usual videos is I'm going to be speaking about the two elephants in the room, Felicity as a character and Felicity as a couple. The question that really poses itself here is all about whether or not we should be hating on or loving either of those all that much, fighting over Felicity and her relationship with Oliver on the comments to various videos and articles all over the internet, willing to wage wars and invade continents in order to win those kind of arguments. In essence, a full disclosure though, this video has been inspired by an article I read around a month ago which listed reasons as to why Arrow fans hate Felicity Smoke, and it was a piece of crap. As I read through that article, I could only think whoever wrote it, 1. really hates the character he wants to blame her for everything that is wrong with the world, or 2, just wanted to write an article no matter how shitty its content was, just to attract readers, or 3, doesn't really know or understand shit about Arrow. But let's first look at Felicity as a character while slowly easing into her relationship with Oliver. On the very first season of the show, Felicity was introduced as this tech person working for Queen Consolidated and trusted by Walter Steele, Oliver's now stepfather. Her introduction comes as part of her helping Oliver sort out tech and information related issues, not knowing he's the Hood, the vigilante of what was known back then as Starling City. So far, so good. She's funny, she's all cute, she makes the most hilarious comments, and her presence in the scene happens to be very entertaining, which should make her, up until this point, a character with the potential of becoming a fan favorite. Now, when Oliver realizes his mother, Moira Queen, has something to do with the undertaking, he pays her a visit in her office as the Green Arrow. You know, the whole Moira Queen, you failed the city. I know that was a terrible impression, but anyway, when Moira shoots him, he ends up hiding in Felicity's car and asking her to drive him to the Arrow Cave to save his life. A bunch of fans back then, especially comic book readers who were looking forward to Laurel being the next addition to the team, were completely outraged. The rage was all about how easily she ended up coming into his inner circle. That was of course a bit lacking in logic, because life and death situation, he dies, there's no inner circle to keep safe from Felicity or anyone else. But even with her crush on Oliver, she doesn't really seem to care all that much for being part of the Arrow team. Not even to impress the man she's been seemingly crushing on every single time he visited her office. The only reason she sticks around is to make sure she does whatever can be done to help Oliver find her boss and his stepfather, Walter Steele. So far, all is still pretty good. However, here's where things start getting a bit bumpy, but only because of fan bias. Felicity's flirtations with Oliver continue, and her feelings for him seem to be growing in magnitude, something that definitely pisses a few fans off because they get the feeling the writers are not planning on pairing him with Laurel. As I just mentioned, that was just fan bias and is no real good reason to hate Felicity. Simply put, the show's never promised to stick to the comic books to the letter. Every single synopsis released for all these shows so far ends with a statement about how this is based on characters, not arcs, not storylines, but characters from DC Comics. I'm sure you all know what defines a character and get the difference there. But moving on, let's skip most of the second season, where every time she interacted with Oliver, she was trying to impress him into falling for her, which is kind of understandable. She looks at him as the whole package, handsome, strong, rich, and trying to do right by his city. But at the very end of the second season, she seemed pretty oblivious to whatever Oliver was trying to do, admitting his love for her in the Queen Mansion in order to trick Slade into abducting her so he could track both her and an abducted Laurel. At that point, you would expect Felicity to rage later on as a product of his admission of love, before slipping her the injection she would later on stab Slade with. Felicity should have seen it as possibly fake and should have just moved on, or at least contemplated it. Simply put, the man used her emotions for him momentarily, used her and put her at risk in general to save this other woman. That was just terribly and badly written. But let's get into the third season. Oliver, who has been sticking with the relationships and being pushed out of them over the course of 2 seasons, starts off season 3 by pushing Felicity away. I don't really see that as bad writing, considering she was put at risk on the very first date with him, something that would lead any normal caring person to push her away to protect her. I just hate the whole rom-com stereotype. Push them away, bring them together, push them away, bring them together, push them.
Word. I hate that too. I honestly hate that too. Like, when I watch Oliver and Felicity, it's like, it's good, yes, but there are times where Felicity just is annoying, but I still dive into, the relationship and see what's up. But the writers always push them away and then get together, push them away. Like this guy said, it's annoying. It's honestly really annoying. Nobody wants to see that. Like, and if you want to go ahead and put, write a show or something like that, right? Especially a show like the Arrowverse, right? You don't push away a relationship every single time. Sorry, every single time a moment. You have them be together. Sure, if you want to have arguments here and there, sure, but don't push them away. It's just kind of, it's not even kind of, it's dumb.
Way, bring them together. But fast forward through the season and get to the end where they sleep together in Nanda Parbat. Then fast forward some more to the very end of the season where they drive into the sunset as Oliver leaves his arrow mantle behind him and in the past. Now jump into season 4 and you discover Felicity has been cheating on Oliver with the entirety of the Arrow team. Metaphorically, of course. That Felicity is the very same person who only agreed to work with Team Arrow until they found Walter Steele on season 1. Yet now she's all addicted to vigilante justice, even though she's not even a field player. She's also keeping secrets from Oliver right there, which is something that will come into play down the road in this video. But in all cases, that was bad writing creeping in and tainting the hell out of Felicity. It all just doesn't make sense or add up. Why would someone who started off as this nerdy tech chick be this addicted to all of this, when the man who started it all to correct his father's mistakes wasn't addicted to it anymore, or at least was able to control himself? Once again, it's just terrible writing. So they return back to Star City, and at some point Felicity ends up paralyzed from the waist down, discovers Oliver has a son, and in an extremely dramatic, not at all necessary scene, walks away from Oliver the moment Curtis Stack gets her able to walk. So this is exactly where my own rant starts about Felicity, and the part where I'll still blame it on the writing, but I'll also make clear, irritates the hell out of me when it comes to the character as well, because I'm not reading the script, but rather watching a character on screen. For some reason, Felicity believed Oliver should have risked not seeing his son once again and told her about him, when it was not a secret alone to tell. She felt she had every right to be part of the decision-making process for said kid, which was as well extremely stupid, because Oliver didn't even have that right to his name, given Samantha's reaction when she met him in Central City during that season's crossover event. And while he stuck by her as she went all no feeling from the waist down, she walks away from him the moment she can walk in a dramatic, bitchy scene.
Oh, hold on. Before, we finish the video, I want to ask, do you guys believe it's perfect to have Felicity and Oliver be together? Or not Felicity, or Oliver and Laurel together? So Felicity and Oliver, or Laurel and Oliver? Which one you guys want to go ahead and choose? Honestly, I don't know who I'd choose, but yeah, I don't know who I'll choose. It's kind of hard for me to choose, but what you guys think?
That was just horrible. But jumping into season 5, she ends up joining Helix and not telling anyone about it on the team, something that makes her into a complete hypocrite. Simply put, this is exactly the kind of reason she lost faith in her relationship with Oliver and believed he broke trust, keeping secrets, and this one was way too big. Now at first I justified this as some sort of a downward spiral, as a product of the death of her boyfriend Billy Malone at the hands of Oliver, after being tricked into it by Prometheus of course. But there were concealed flirtations she had with Oliver, and some display of feelings for him later on down the road during the events of the 5th season, and a kiss at the very end. And all of that happened not too long after Billy Malone died. Downward spiral for Billy, flirtations, feelings, and a kiss for Oliver. You're one very confused character, Felicity Smoke. But even if we write all that to confusion, that would not be justification enough for her joining in with Helix and risking messing it all up for Team Arrow. Nonetheless, we should still thank Felicity for being the show's way for introducing the team of hackers whom we should expect be led by Michael Emerson's character on the upcoming season. That's just a strong feeling / prediction that Michael Emerson will be portraying Caden James on the upcoming season, so don't take my word for it. Not yet at least. But all in all, should we love Felicity and the product of her existence that is Olicity on the show, or should we hate it? I'll let you judge for yourself, but on my end I kinda love Emily as an actress. She's pretty talented, funny, and does a great job with the writing she's given. I also love Olicity when it is more on the same funny end and not all dramatic, just to do that thing that every show does, bringing two characters together, breaking them up, just to bring them back together once more. That's just an old and dumb writing style.
Yes.
But do I want to see Laurel or any version of the Black Canary end up with Oliver maybe Earth 2 Laurel at some point, but I don't really care. I'm just into the show for the vigilante justice aspect of things. So as long as I'm offered my dose of that and all other arcs, including the romantic ones, are done well and without getting irritatingly annoying, I'll be totally fine with them. And let's not forget, while Felicity's character showed the tendency to be a drama queen at times, we've seen worse drama queen-like behavior from Laurel throughout a good part of Season 2 and a decent part of Season 3. So if we hate Felicity for that, we've got to hate Laurel as well. In my opinion though, the writers need to work out Felicity's character better over the course of Season 6. They need to clearly define whether or not she's in love with Oliver while getting her double standards mentality out of the way. That's the only way more fans of the show will be willing to accept her character and give it a second chance, bias and double standards aside on the fans' end as well. So with that being said, let me know in the comments what you think of what I had to present here. Let me know if you hate or like Felicity and your reasons for either. Now, because I realize the kind of sensitivity this topic presents, I'll advise you to be calm as you comment. We're talking about a character in a TV show. But finally, let me know if you like this video by dropping
Now, when how can I say this? The Flash is like a perfect example for this. A lot of people really started hating over Iris as a character, but also a lot of people really thought that not only was hating on Iris as a character in the show, we also started hating Candace, aka the actress that plays Iris. Like, people really thought we was hating, like they were hating over like the actual actress. But no, see, don't get me wrong, same for Felicity. I love Iris in some moments, but I genuinely cannot stand Iris whatsoever. I can straight up talk a long period of time on why I hate Iris as a character. Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 were perfect for her character. Season 2 is honestly my favorite Iris above all. I honestly love Season 2 Iris 1000%. But Season 1 and 3 are good, but the rest of the seasons, hate it. I hate Iris, especially Season 4, also Season 5. Season 6, yeah, you can count that. It, yeah, anyway. My point is, we are hating on a character, we're not hating on an actual actress. So, yeah. But anyway, should I rank it to one more? One more? I think this video has been long enough.
To get up in front of the people.
Let me see. Should we react to this one? Why I hate Felicity? Should we? Screw it. Last one. Oh, it's an ad.
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and...
Hey guys, so most of you probably noticed by now that I don't like Felicity at all. And I've been getting a lot of comments asking me why. Like, why do you hate Felicity so much, the Black Lion? So that's what this video is for. I'm about to explain to you why I hate Felicity so much. Now, just to clarify, even though I really don't like the Felicity's character, it's Olicity that I hate with a passion. So, I'm going to be listing 4 reasons why I hate Olicity. Reason number 1. I like comic book accuracy. Whenever there's a comic book TV show, I like it to be as comic book accurate as possible. And in the comics, Green Arrow and Black Canary are always either dating or married. They're always together. So why even have Felicity or Olicity when there's a perfectly good relationship right there with Black Canary? It was great in season 1, then it just ruined it when Laurel went crazy in season 2. But then Olicity came in and just threw the chance of Oliver and Laurel ever getting back together. Reason number 2. Oliver and Felicity have zero chemistry. None at all. Oliver had chemistry with Laurel, Sarah, even Huntress, but not with Felicity. Reason number 3. Laurel is one of my favorite characters. I never understood the hate. Save for the first half of season 2, she was a great character, and especially in season 3 and first half, like before she died in season 4, she was kind of badass. But then in season 4, episode 18, the writers just made the stupidest decision ever and killed off Laura Lance. They killed off the only character that actually meant anything to the Green Arrow world on the show. And I'm 100% confident that if Felicity didn't exist, Laurel would still be alive, and Green Arrow and Black Canary would be together. Reason number 4. Season 4 and the second half of Season 3 were completely ruined by Felicity. These 2 seasons made Arrow go from an awesome show that everybody loves to a laughingstock of a show. And that's mostly the fault of Felicity, especially in Season 4. They focused more on Felicity and the Felicity drama. They focused more on that than they did on the story and the action and everything that made Season 1 and 2 so good. So, those are all the reasons why I hate Felicity, but I'm not done yet. I still haven't said why I hate Felicity's character in particular. Well, for one, she's kind of a terrible person. Take the Vandal Savage crossover, for example. She got angry at Oliver for not telling her about the son he only learned about like a day ago. Plus, Samantha told Oliver not to tell anybody about the kid. So basically, Felicity made Oliver choose between the kid and her, and then she just breaks up with him. And that whole Felicity drama thing is why I put the Legends of Today and Legends of Yesterday so low on my top 10 Arrowverse crossovers lists, because it just focuses so much on Felicity, just like the rest of Arrow season 4. I just hate how selfish she's being in that episode, and then she was just being that selfish until near the end of season 5. She finally admitted that she was wrong. And speaking of season 5, she was like, she was better in season 5. She was okay because she was more in the background. That was a problem with her. In season 4, she was basically the main character, which is just messed up. So in season 5, which is my favorite season, she was back in the background of the show. It was more focused on Oliver, way more focused. And so in season 5 she was fine. And I don't mind her character in season 5, but I still can't forgive her for ruining a season and a half and killing Laurel. Basically, killing Laurel. Another thing is that Emily Bett Rickards is not a good actor when it comes to acting emotional scenes. Every emotional scene that she's in is automatically ruined by her terrible acting, which is just great because she was crying throughout the entirety of the second half of season 3. So that's all the reasons
The last thing that he said, I'm gonna be straight up. Can you do better? Can you do better than the actor that played Felicity, the actress that played Felicity? Can you do better? Can you? Because in my opinion, the actress that played Felicity did an amazing job of acting. Straight up, like straight up, broke down and everything. She did an amazing job. The fact that you said her acting is bad, read a book, bro. Like, actually, don't do that. You read comics and stuff like that. Go to the pool when it's summer, bro. Like, have fun. Go to the beach. Her acting is honestly amazing. But the one thing I can say is that tantrum that she had over Oliver about the whole kid situation is retarded and selfish and dumb. Like, straight up. Anybody can say that. If people try to defend her and stuff like that, to be honest, why are you defending that situation? You're basically agreeing to the fact that you'll end up doing the exact same thing if you was in a like situation like that. Don't do that. Just don't do that. But anyway, I'm done with this video. Let me know what you think about Felicity's character and Felicity as well. I'm gonna do the same thing for Iris West. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. I might post it maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'll see. But I'm at 107 subs. I'm trying to reach higher. My goal is to reach 200 subs. But thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.